Yo, what up? It's a tip of the week, and today we're gonna discuss, oh crap, I oversized the osteotomy, part 2. All right, guys, there's a part 2. So what I want you to do is this: if you're watching this one, go back to the other video and get the other tips so that you could smile after surgery. All right, guys, number 1 is this. If you're going to do implants, make sure you don't oversize your osteotomy. All right, so number 1 is this. Micro movements will kill your implant placement career. Okay? It'll kill it. So if your implant isn't rock solid in here and there's no movement, then you're good to go. But if not, guys, just forget about it. So tip number 1 is make sure there's no micro movement. So really control your osteotomy. Number 2 is this: go deeper. Now guys, if you're gonna place implants and your osteotomy got too big, I don't know what you're doing. You're probably thinking about watching your favorite sports show or going on a date. I don't know what the heck, or your kids are getting on your nerves, kind of like mine is right now. But if you just got overzealous and you started getting the osteotomy way too large, breathe, take a step back, and what I want for you to do is this: if possible, place your implant deeper. Now be careful for the maxillary sinus or any nerves that are in the area, because if you can place it deeper, go ahead and move forward. Now, be careful that your implant to crown ratio won't be off. You don't want to have a really small implant and a very large. That's not going to help the patient, nor you or your bottom line. So keep that in mind. Number 3, replace the implant. Now, if you've been watching this channel, you know that I'm a proponent of having a stock of implants. I believe it's very challenging to place implants without a stock, because if one drops on the ground, if it gets in the patient's mouth and have a lot of saliva and it gets contaminated, then we have an issue. And another reason to have a stock is if you oversize your osteotomy. Because if you oversize it, then what can you do? You could just get a wider or a longer implant and allow the patient to smile after surgery. But if you don't, you're screwed. So don't get screwed. Follow these principles, because principles have no expiration date. All right? And number 4 is this. I know you're gonna sound as if I'm cursing at you, because you probably have your production goals established on this implant patient. You are ready to go on vacation, and you're ready to give bonuses. Yes, bonuses to your team when y'all hit miraculous goals. Hint, 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 hint. Give your team bonuses. Take care of them. I know that's all going to be dependent upon your production. So please don't curse me out when I tell you this tip. If you oversize the osteotomy, graft it and let the patient heal. I know it's not what you want, I get it. But your focus should be patients over profits. I guarantee you, when you're patient-centered and you're thinking about taking care of the patient at all costs, even if it's sacrificing your short-term goals, your patients will know, your staff will know, and the universe has an interesting way of taking care of those who take care of others. So if you oversize your osteotomy, tip 4 is simply this: breathe, graft the area, look the patient in the eye, and let them know we're gonna have to come back at a later date to place your implant. And there you have it, guys. That's about it. I know nobody wants to do that, but you gotta remember that if you're gonna smile after surgery, you have to keep the patient thoughts in mind. And if you want your patients to have successful implant surgeries, these are the tips for you. All right, guys. I know you're probably not going to want to write any comments for me this week because I hurt your feelings with that last one. But if I didn't hurt your feelings, I want you to be bold and courageous and write down in the comments below right now what tip resounded with you the most. What tip allowed the light bulb to go off? Because by you writing it down and putting it in parentheses, you are going to help a doctor around the globe, maybe across the state, smile after surgery because of what you're doing and how you're commenting. Alright guys, I'm Dr. Jared Williams, and my focus is for you, yeah, you, to smile after surgery. Make it a great one.